I bought Steven Rinella's Meat Eater cookbook.
Oh.
It's all about cooking, but it's in a car.
Okay.
But it's all about like cooking like squirrels and raccoons and badgers and shit. Because I was reading at home with my parents yesterday.
Yes,
And,
as you do.
And my dad was like, "What's he doing?" I'm like, "Skinning a raccoon." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "To eat it." He's like, "Oh no!" That's so funny. He's like, "Oh no, why would you?"
I mean, Steve Rinella probably has eaten the most amount of different types of meat.
Things that you can eat.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I don't know. I
think your average Chinese person has eaten more types of meat than Steve Rinella.
I think that's horribly racist.
How?
Don't you think so?
How?
Because they don't. This is feel like dangerous. I feel like there's only a very there wasn't one specific province.
I know. Yeah, dude, I'm all about danger. This doesn't feel dangerous at all. I feel like in China they'll eat all sorts of different things that you're like, is that edible? You're like, yeah, let's try it. Like everything, like sea cucumber to like.
I mean, I've had sea cucumber at a wedding, at a Chinese
different
wedding.
Bugs and slugs and snakes.
Can't eat slugs.
Just frying snakes wholesale. Just frying a snake. That's how you take the scales off. Just fry it alive. Yeah. Different, all sorts of fish that are alive. They will take a live fish and cut it so fast it's still moving as they're serving it.
I've never seen this.
Oh, you ain't watching The Right Iron Chef is what you're not doing. So yeah, I feel like Asians overall have eaten more things out of necessity than Steve does for fun.
I don't think squirrel has been a thing they've had.
Squirrel's not that.
It's a rodent. Who wants to eat a rodent?
Just because you say it with that tone, right?
No, it's
your
gross.
Meat elitism, right? You don't know. If you had to catch your own food, I bet you'd be eating more squirrels than anything, Yasin, especially you.
What? What?
Because we need to get a bunch of friends together to take down like a big animal. So
Right.
like you just be sitting on your roof and be like, "Ma, I got one," right? You probably wouldn't even go get. You probably have it on like a reel. Like you shoot an arrow and you just reel in the squirrel from the roof.
Man, that wouldn't be my go-to.
No, with a little crossbow with a little line attached to it that you can.
No,
reel
the
back.
weapon is definitely I'm down with.
Okay.
I'm just saying that if
Squirrel?
Squirrel. Probably.
Bunnies.
Bunnies,
Yeah,
yeah.
you go squirrel, bunny.
I go for bunny all day.
I couldn't eat a raccoon, even though there's a good raccoon recipes in here.
Why?
I feel like this thing's just eating trash all the time.
Yeah, but I guess squirrels are not eating trash.
They're eating some
trash.
junk food and some peanuts and nuts
Yeah.
they're finding.
Yeah.
I've seen them eat like pine
Bunnies
nuts.
feel like they're just eating vegetables.
My bunnies, like I own them, but my parents in our garden, they just eat like tulip bulbs. They just start digging. They'll start eating. We planted brand new tulip bulbs.
Yeah.
Like $40 worth. Next day, no tulip bulbs.
Decimated.
They dug like a quarry, like a moat around where we, and they were like, and just looked like onion peels everywhere.
So, they ate the under. Oh my!
They got under. They don't. I don't know. I don't know if they were like seeing me do it earlier in the day.
Were they doing recon?
Yeah, they're like yo.
Sitting there in the bushes, just why is this idiot putting it underneath the dirt?
Yeah,
we can get it.
Yeah, put a tag on this. We'll come back at night. All organized. I'm just like.
Yeah, that's true. Unless I can smell. I guess I could smell it.
No, but yeah.
It's funnier if they did recon.
It's a good book, though. Highly recommend. I've tried the fish recipes because it doesn't take any, like, how do I make this into everything else, like, all right, this is deer.
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to make this work on a cow or a goat, which are a little bit more fatty?
Yeah.
So, like, but fish is, like...
It's odd. You can just get a cookbook that teaches you how to cook regular meat. Instead of going like, yo, you cook this raccoon this way, I will take some takeaways.
Yeah.
And then I will apply it.
Unfortunately, but it's more interesting for me.
Yeah, I feel you.
No joke, Friday night, I got home kind of late, and then Farah was up, and she's like, "You want to go play some video games?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I've got these Rec Room like cards.
Okay.
And we have like 300 credits. We can play video games. We play video games till 12. We're coming home around Spadina and Bremner, which is like 3 minutes away from the CN Tower. 2 coyotes we see.
Shut up.
Dude, 2 coyotes. 2 live coyotes.
In the city?
In the city. They were on the...
They weren't stray dogs?
No. These were very much coyotes, and they were on like railway tracks that are under like this little overpass, the little bridge on Spadina.
Okay.
Under that is train tracks.
Yeah.
And they were just walking down to the train tracks, and they were
Interesting.
very coyote-like. And I was like, these guys live here. She's like, how do they live here?
Hold on one second.
Because it's such an urbanized area.
Right.
Is something on that shouldn't be?
I hear everything, man.
Should I go get the book?
Nah.
I'll show you after.
Yeah,
I'll show you later. But yeah, it's such an urbanized area. Just it's cool to see like, ooh, coyotes here.
Right.
So yeah, I find it more like exotic to like, even if the recipes were about chickens, like show me on a partridge. Show me on a partridge.
Fair enough. It's like entertainment and cooking.
Yeah, and the book is cool because like the first section is big game, and then small game, and then like fish, and then rubs.
Okay.
Just like how do you make like barbecue rub, fish rub. So.
Okay. In December,
Yeah.
I have many goals for December.
Okay. It's now.
What's that?
It's now. December.
Which is now, yes. Hold on. I got like one of those weird, I don't know if it's going to be a burp or a hiccup.
Surprises during the podcast. You don't have to like, whatever. I'm sure people understand. They're going to be like, yeah, he burped. He's talking for an hour nonstop for my entertainment. He's going to burp every now and then.
All right, cool. I have not been taking care of myself for the last little while. I think there's small little parts where you're like, oh yeah, I'm taking, I'm doing jiu-jitsu, so that's fine. But the thing is that I don't know if that's technically taking care of yourself. I wouldn't put it in the category of self-care.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's hella entertaining, super fun, but you're getting beat up. You're getting stretched, you're getting tapped, you're overextending limbs and joints and things like that. So like it is self-care, but it's sort of like a long-term self-care of being able to fight, and like there's a lot of good stuff about it. What I'm trying to get at is it's still beating you down a little bit. You need to do some other stuff to like mitigate some of the wear and tear that you get. So for example, I got myself in a guillotine, and I wasn't going to tap to that shit because it was a weak-ass guillotine.
Right.
And I was on the wrong side of his body, so like he wouldn't be able to finish it. But he was cranking the shit out of my neck.
Yeah.
And after it was done, like all of my neck, lower back, all of it was all like jacked and super tight. And that's mostly because I haven't even done a single neck stretch in like 2 months. It's just me working on the computer.
Right.
Right.
And then when I'm done, men for fun.
and then going directly to the school and then fighting. So like everything is super tight. Like just when I look left or right, checking my blind spot, it's bad. And the thing is that like I have a strong suspicion that all of the like over the course of maybe a few months of not going to a massage, barely doing physio for like shoulder, neck, all of these huge knots that I have in my back, like I have a strong suspicion that the amount of blood that flows into my brain is less so because everything's super tight around that area. So my goal for December is to really pay attention to
Like gym?
Yeah, go to the gym, do yoga, and try to loosen up all of these like super, super big knots. So I'm going to try to do like a massage at least once or twice a week. Just to like do like loosen up the stuff because it's actually really painful now.
Okay.
It's like super painful now. And okay, so that's one thing that I want to do. And then the other thing is some type of mental, because I got like half the month off in December. So some sort of thing where it's a staycation. So I'm just going to try to relax. I haven't been doing that much meditation. Haven't been doing Qigong, which is that Tai Chi thing that I do in the morning. I've barely been doing that. Right. It's just like a lot of things I've been just reacting to stuff. And I think December might be a good time for me to be like, all right, cool. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to plan a vacation. I'm just stay home and try to check some of these stuff, some of these boxes. So that's that. So I went to my first massage in a very long time on Friday.
Okay.
And I normally go to this European lady.
She's strong.
Who beats the crap out of me.
That's what I'm talking about.
But she's no longer at that place that I normally go.
Damn.
So now I had to go find a new massage therapist.
Yeah. You prefer a guy or a girl? Do you mind me asking?
I don't care.
Okay.
No, I don't care on both accounts, whether you ask or not.
I would have liked it better if you minded, because that would have been a great conversation.
It's just me trying to dodge, but I don't know.
I don't know why it's important. I don't know why it's important, Syed.
So, this time it was a dude.
Okay.
But much weaker than the lady.
See? I've had that too.
Yeah, which is disappointing.
Yeah.
But it's fine, you know.
It's not this. I almost feel like you need to feel some pain.
Yeah.
For you to know it's working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%. Because then it just feels like you're caressing the knots as opposed to opening it up.
My dad says you're not getting your money. He's like, this guy's being lazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think that's how he just thinks it is. He's like, no, this guy's being lazy. He's saving his energy for the next guy. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Might be.
Or maybe I caught him at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's actually a thing. Like, what time of day you catch somebody makes all the difference, right?
Yeah, it's true. His hands are already tired and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you know what I've noticed?
What?
Like sometimes if you get a dude, the dude will sweat while he's massaging you because
That's
he's getting
not good.
because he's getting tired, right? Like he's trying to work all these like heavy knots and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And so dude sweat doesn't smell as good
No.
as like if it was a lady that was sweating.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
No, of course.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah,
Like
I
when
don't know
you're in
why
the room.
that is, but
now
it
it's
is
like
true.
two men. One of them is sweating profusely
Yeah.
as he's like working out knots. Now I wish you were a woman because you would smell nicer. Or not at all.
Yasin, man. I don't know how you...
So it's weird things like that.
Yeah, it's definitely weird things like that, my man. So funny.
So there's where I'm at.
Yeah. Most guys are very elbowy. I find like more dudes just super elbowy. And the thing about the elbow is sometimes you start using elbow and forearm, especially on the back.
Yeah.
You need to shave your arm, son.
Oh, I feel the hair.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes
so
I feel like
gross.
I'm like, oh, are you massaging me with a heavy rat? What is that? Please.
Yeah, that's also gross. That's
Yeah.
definitely also gross when you can, especially because it's oily. So like as they lift up their arm, it's the tendrils.
Like residual little feeling of like
can
wisps
it's like
lifting off
it's like
of you.
wet Velcro just lifting off
I
of your
imagine
back.
my skin has some like hair marks that are coming off like art, some sort of like mache situation.
Yeah, it's very gross.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you gotta shave your arms.
I've never had I didn't have a massage in my life until I got married. 30 years, no one touched me. No one.
Yeah.
Like not a woman, not somebody I paid to, my dad or mom, but when they would hit me,
Yeah.
30 years of that, and then jiu-jitsu. That's about it.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
a strong.
if you,
like,
you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know what you're missing,
Yeah,
and you don't have insurance or take advantage of it.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
I
def-
recommend it.
I definitely
All you brown guys out there, and I'm strictly talking to brown guys because you guys are the worst. Get a massage. Highly
Yeah.
recommend.
100%. It's very good.
They're very homophobic. Most of my brown friends that I try to talk to that don't get massages.
Right. Homophobic, or they're just afraid that they might get turned on.
Good questions. Good questions.
Yeah.
I think it's just they're like, no man, I don't want somebody touching me.
Mm.
And they say touching me, like I'm like, no man, I'm just trying to work out your knots. And it's like, no.
Sometimes you get a good person. I had a guy named Dennis
Yeah.
from
This guy still remembers his name. Shout out to Dennis.
Shout out to Dennis
From 12 years ago.
at Massage Addict.
Ooh.
And I was going through a pretty bad breakup,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, so for me sometimes when it's someone that I probably will never see again,
Right.
like let me tell you everything. Let's
Oh,
see if I
okay.
can let me see if I can work out
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some of my issues here,
Right.
And so I was telling him the story, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," as like
Yeah.
massaging me and things
Yeah.
like that. And then he starts telling me about how like he was married once.
Oh man.
He had 2 kids, and then he
You realize she was
and then
just
he
in
was
it
like
for the massages.
he was super obese for a while, and then he got thyroid cancer, and then he like just didn't want to live anymore, and then his wife left him before the surgery. Like he was still fighting cancer, so
Jeez.
and he left him because and then he's like, now I understand, it's because I made her leave, like I pushed her away. He's massaging me, and then he's like, but what happened was that I went and I did the surgery, and it turns out like after the surgery was done, I was completely cancer free, and I decided to change my life. So I started working out and eating healthy. Still a big guy, he was like 6'5". And then I wanted to restart with my wife, but my wife had already moved on. I felt like I was a better man. So he's telling me all of this, and he's like, now I found a woman. She knows me well. I'm like a super, like it was a whole thing. And I told him,
time he just massaging you.
yeah, and I was telling him about my stuff, and he's like, I understand. You know what? You just got to keep going. This is, blah, 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 blah. And it's not as bad as me getting thyroid cancer. So
Yeah.
like it was a oddly, I remember when I finished when I was done the massage, like I shook his hand, and then I went home and I felt much better.
See, this is what I think it kind of connects two things that we're passionate about, massages and therapy. I wish this guy could because some guys won't do therapy either. They're like, I'm not doing therapy.
That's how you can trap
talk to somebody, right? You're like, oh yeah, no, but this guy will touch you too at the same time. Like his worst nightmare. But that'd be cool if a guy's like, hey, not to be a bitch, but let me tell you my life story while I massage you.
Yeah.
And that way...
He was super open. It was great.
That's mashallah, man. That's really cool.
But sometimes you get a good one, and then other times you get one where you're like, this is faint smell of nachos.
Yeah. I like a masseuse that takes care of him or herself.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I've only had like two lady massages. One was she was amazing, and the other one was too weak for me to ever trust somebody else with my $50.
Yeah.
And
you're getting massages for 50. It's normally 80.
Well, after my benefits, it's like 14.
Ah, okay.
It's a real talk.
Right.
Step It Up massage on Adelaide. It's very affordable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like a nice heavy dude. Somebody that looks.
No, I take any lady from the Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, that's same. My lady that was really good was from the Eastern Bloc.
Yeah.
I don't know what part of Germany.
Although you're not going to get much therapy from her.
No, she's not going to talk to you about nothing. She's not talking to herself about her things.
No, it starts off with, I'm well.
Yeah.
I was like, how's your daughter? She is fine.
Right. It's the Iron Curtain over here. You get a massage
and then you lie down and you just if you want, bring a mouth guard so you can bite on something.
Damn. You ever mess with reflexology, like foot massages for diarrhea issues and stuff? You know what I'm talking about? Reflexology.
I know what you're talking about. I've never tried it.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, we'll fix this by dealing with the bottom of your foot, and you're like, whoa, what's that have to do with anything?
I feel like it's something like it's connected to meridian channels and then also into acupuncture.
Okay.
So for me, I feel like me doing acupuncture therapy kind of covers that all up. So, and plus, I'm okay with my body being touched most places, but anyone touching my feet, it's a weird thing for me.
Okay.
But when they don't ask me and I don't know what's going to happen,
right?
And then they start massaging my feet, I let myself go. I'm like, all right, let's just relax and take.
So you look to be surprised by your foot massages.
I'll never say,
yeah,
hey, can you massage my feet?
Right.
But if they're working like my leg,
your thigh,
and then they get down
there, you won't.
And they start. I'm not saying no.
I got you.
I'm not saying no.
I got you. So you like to be more surprised, or if it's in the flow of it,
yeah,
give me a foot job.
That's not. But
you're not gonna ask for a foot job.
That's not what you call it, bro.
Oh, is that not? Sorry, I didn't realize. I've never done that search before. Oh, jeez. All right, we'll stop.
Please don't.
Hard right here, soft right. Sorry, I don't even have.
Oh boy. But anyway, that's that. Also, I bought something called you know that those small little lacrosse balls that you roll on with?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have it in my bag. 1 second.
Yeah, is this a ball? It's a ball. You have the most balls of somebody who doesn't play sports with anything. You have a lot of things to just roll out tension. You are not catching. Look at this thing. Look at this thing though. It looks like a tire.
So what's cool with this?
Is a good ball. I know. I had the ball of aficionado.
Right. So what's cool about that is because it's a little bigger, you can sort of rest your entire. Yeah, show it to the camera there.
Yeah.
You can rest your. So if you put it on the ground, and then you're rolling sort of like pressure points on your back.
How big would you say this is for people listening? Like a. What other ball is this size roughly?
Is it slightly larger than
a
softball?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's made of a tire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This thing has some traction.
It really does.
I feel like it's spinning, make it go. Throw it that way, make it go that way.
And then you can bridge on it.
Oh.
So I'm lying down, I put it on behind me, and then I would bridge on it and just sort of wait and then let things kind of dissipate the pressure points.
Nice ball, man.
So it's not too bad. So I've been using that, but I need to use that much more often in December. Sometimes you use it and you start getting hot because it hurts so much, right? You gotta count 30 seconds on each spot, and then you kind of roll around and things like that. But it's pretty good.
It's a good ball.
Yeah, I got a deal.
Got a ball deal.
Yeah, it was. It's cool.
Are you looking around for that, or you just see it and you?
No, I saw it at Sports Check a few times, but I never went around to buy it because it was $30.
And as official, you could tell it was definitely for rolling, and not catching.
No, this is not for throwing.
Okay.
Or catching.
Yeah.
This is definitely
when I go to buy a ball for massaging, and I was like, I'm sure that there's something I could throw that does the same thing. That's what I try to look for. I'm like, I'll just get a softball.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, you can.
you
right?
can.
It's just like this is rubber, so when
you need something with more traction, like rubber, instead of a softball that's slipping all over your shirt or whatever.
If you start off, you can also like if you want to use a tennis ball, then you have to use a like a yoga mat or something on the ground. But then he catches everything,
or you can take the tennis ball and wrap electrical tape all over it.
That's really slippery, though. Electric tape is slippery.
So you start off one way and then you do it backwards.
Oh my god!
And then you wash it. And what that does is that it won't pick up lint or anything everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's now become a different texture.
Interesting.
We use this for playing cricket. So like if you can buy a cocked ball, which is very expensive for cricket, or you can get a tennis ball, but which will pop and goes much further than it should. So you wrap it in tape to make it more dense and less bouncy.
Interesting.
And then you do the tape backwards one more time.
So lacrosse balls are very expensive? I mean, cricket balls?
Oh yeah, cricket balls are pricey.
Really?
It's cork. It's like
and we're running out of cork, apparently.
Where does cork come from?
I have no idea. I believe from a tree?
A cork tree?
Yeah.
Really? I just thought cork was like the smashing together of random wood.
Where does cork come from?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Cork is an impermeable buoyant material, the phloem layer of bark tissue that is harvested for commercial use primarily from Quercus suber.
Quercus suber?
Yeah, from Southwest Europe and Northwest Africa.
I feel like they'll figure that out. I don't think we have to worry about
You can buy synthetic cork.
Right? But yeah, tennis cricket balls are not easy to come by.
Word.
Plus poverty, So tennis balls. You get 3 tennis ball for $3. You buy tape from the dollar store for $1.25. You set. You set.
That's cool. That's weird. That's
You don't have to use
a
a
cool
bat.
life hack.
You can use like a prosthetic leg from one of the kids. He'll be fine. He feels involved.
That's the only way that he can play the sport.
Yeah, he's like, I'm kind of in it. My leg's in it.
Oh shit, that's horrible.
I know. As I was thinking all of that and getting ready to say it in the best way possible.
Oh boy. Well, sometimes you gotta take a swing.
With the leg. Sorry.
Let it go, bro.
Let it go. It's gone. It's gone like that, kids.
So I read an interesting article.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan coming out with a new movie right now.
I saw Creed last night.
You saw Creed 2?
Last night.
How was it?
It was actually decent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Creed 1. Just went right to Creed 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Creed 1 was okay as well. I think it's as good as... Look, there should be a way that you can get to like an Oscar level boxer movie, but I feel like there's a level. If it's Steven's Stallone, is it Steven Stallone? No, Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone.
There's only one Sylvester, my friend. Him and the cat.
It's almost that's as high as that's gonna get. So I got it. It's good. You know what?
Solid.
It's fine. It's a solid movie.
He's jacked in a way that I'm like, whoa, my friend. You do all the push-ups.
And he also probably does some steroids.
Some. Maybe. He looks like he has good genetics. Well,
Yeah.
Dude, man, he can just work out, dude.
Super,
you don't have to
super
like
crazy
apply that to
genetics.
everybody. He's not Ryan Reynolds.
Super.
With his shoulders and the back on this guy.
Oh my god.
And it's impressive until you see the guy he's fighting. That guy's also super duper jacked, a white dude.
Okay.
Drago's son.
Okay.
So,
Drago's son. Drago's son?
Just watch the movie, man.
Okay, fair enough.
They're hard things to... It's good. It's a good movie.
Anyway, about Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Talking about his previous role as the Killmonger from Black Panther.
Yeah.
And he said, like, he went so deep into the character that he had to do therapy afterwards when it was done.
I think Michael B. Johnson might be a weak man. Like just a weak person who's easily influenced by a cartoon every now and then. Listen, your acting it was okay. I don't know. I felt like he was all right in that.
Okay.
He was all right.
I thought as far as bad, what's it called? Like anti-heroes are concerned.
Yeah.
Because I would consider him an anti-hero. Mm-hmm. I think he was one of the best ones that Marvel put out.
Me personally, I feel like there were so many things happening that I didn't feel like he was. I know he's the bad guy.
He was underutilized in the movie. It would be so great if we had more of him throughout the movie.
But I just felt like, if let's say Heath Ledger only had 20 minutes of talking.
Yeah.
Right? And then he killed him, like he passed away.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, he got really got. I felt like Michael B. Jordan for this movie. I'm like, you only had this much talking, dude.
Right.
You don't have to get so deep into that you need therapy. It's like, I lived in a cave you didn't have to.
I feel like for him, because what he was saying is that after the movie was done and whatnot, he was depressed, down. He wanted to be alone all the time. Small, like not a huge, overly like apparent depression,
Right.
but one that was kind of changing the way how he was.
Okay.
And so he was working through that. The reason why he said, I mean, here's the deal. Just because you of the amount of screen time that you have doesn't limit how deep into a character that you go for.
I think that's what exactly my point is. It's like sometimes
and yours is the opposite of that.
I'm just saying, like, hey, you don't have to get so deep into this crazy person's psychology, Michael.
Right. But you know what
I
the thing
get
is that like, but for him, I can understand because this is a like an opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh yeah, definitely.
for you to be in a Marvel movie. Just being in a Marvel movie, getting a phone call from Marvel and saying, "Hey, look, we want you to be in the thing," is huge, right?
Yeah.
For most actors. And so he wanted to provide the best. But I thought that was interesting just because of the fact that it might very well be that he would have gotten out of it eventually anyway, right? Because there's multiple things that you could attribute to his feeling down. It might be like it was like a very high moment for him and now he needs to recover and whatnot. But I feel like it was a level of self-awareness that he had that made him say, all right, let's go see a therapist. Cool. And so while I get, right, it's not something, it doesn't feel as heavy as other things, but this was interesting. So then, remember that movie 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Seth Rogen
and one of my
who's
favorites,
our adorable guy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah, I absolutely love him. I think he's a great actor. And he said that after the movie 50-50, he went to therapy more of not because he felt depressed, but he felt like because he spent so much of his time. Of course, he's a leading role, so this falls into like this falls into what you're saying.
He carried that movie
exactly. He said that if you stay in a mindset, or he felt like it's dangerous to stay in a mindset of having cancer for so long while he's shooting the movie, that when you're done the movie, it's important for you to reset your brain that you don't have cancer.
Right.
Because it was a lingering feeling. Because by the time he was done the movie, it felt like he had once had cancer.
Yeah.
And then was recovered. And then as a result of him recover, like his brain would work as like, oh, I hope the cancer doesn't come back.
Yeah.
And so
that one totally makes sense.
Yeah, so for him, he had to go and deal with that, which is very interesting.
Very different from Michael B. Jordan. He's like, hey, I wonder if my dad was killed by, this other leader's dad. So if I'm the rightful ruler, oh wait, it's Tuesday, and none of that shit is happening, or has ever happened. Like, what? You should be able to snap out of it. I'm not trying to lessen his pain, but like Joseph Gordon-Levitt totally makes sense.
100%,
right?
Yeah.
This is some bullshit. This is you trying to get too deep into. Am I wrong? Just saying.
Hey, you know what? I can kind of see where you're coming from, because out of the two examples, there is a stark difference between the two.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't have to, you can stop that wave soon as the movie ends. You don't ever have to like wake up and be like, is the cancer gonna come back? That I get. I'm like, you were pretending to have cancer for so long and you look like you had cancer.
Yeah.
You shaved your head, you're around people that had cancer, you're listening to them, you're putting yourself through that same emotion because you have to, because you're the main character in this movie.
Right.
And then you have Killmonger. I wonder if Chadwick Boseman is like, just every now and then, I know the movie's done, but I feel like the weight of a nation. Right? Nah, man. Nah. Not even. And that's... Right? You're like, hey, calm down. You're not Daniel Day-Lewis. Not everybody needs to be.
Right. This is true. Oh, man. All right. You know what?
You don't have to method act everything.
You don't.
This is kind of a shallow character. You can act it well, dude. Don't have to.
Oh, boy. You know what? I didn't think that conversation would go that way. I'm glad it did.
Well, you have to remember, I'm going to... I shit on something. I don't shit on everything.
Something.
But even the things I don't shit on, I'm just actively trying not to shit on them. But I get the Joseph Gordon-Levitt thing.
Oh my God.
Michael B. Johnson.
I'm so happy about this.
Great body in this.
Well, yeah, we got to watch Creed. I wonder if he's going to put out another thing as well,
It's funny because in the beginning, Sylvester Stallone's first scene, you can tell he had like hair transplants shot into his head, Sylvester.
Yeah, because he had the early type of transplant.
I think so. But it's different from the last movie. So they address it where Michael B. Johnson goes, "What's with the hair?" Yeah. And he goes, "I combed it." He goes, "Okay." That was it. Because I'm like, why do you got a lot of hair on your head, Sylvester? But yeah.
Man, Sylvester. The rest of Sylvester looking great still for like a 50-year-old thing. It's kind of like like there was once something great, and then it's a little melty.
Yeah,
You know, it's
it's
like the
like a-
surface of a chocolate bar. Just like,
Yeah, it's like the movie Congo, like the Lost City of Zen or whatever.
Yeah.
Z.
Yeah.
The Lost City of Z.
those are two different movies.
Are they?
Yeah.
I think in Congo they were still looking for the Lost City of Z.
And then they just found like super aggressive and intelligent.
Those were the guard gorillas of the Lost City of Z.
Really?
Yeah,
I need to
yeah.
rewatch that movie.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
I've seen Congo like in the last year, I think.
Really?
I rewatched it.
Man, I
I
haven't
like
seen it.
Congo.
I haven't seen it since
Dude, same
like it was
guy as
on
Jurassic Park.
VHS.
Same writers, Jason? Michael Crichton.
Oh, Michael Crichton.
Yeah,
Wrote
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
But anyways,
I
and that's
tried
what
reading. Sorry, go ahead.
that's what Sylvester feels like to me. Is like, oh, this was once an empire, but it's still like this is cool to see the ruins. This is nice.
He's a walking ruin.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you can see how this guy used to be, and it's good to see him at that age. Like that's all you want.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's doing well.
Arnold looks better.
Yeah, every time I see a picture of them at the beach, it looks horrible. But if they look like photoshopped and on a magazine cover, they look all right.
Yeah.
But you see them at the beach, and you're like,
Wait,
man.
I've never seen Arnold on the beach.
Yeah, none of these guys look good, dude. They're 60 and 70. How good are they gonna look? They're gonna look good for 60 and 70, and that's okay, because we shouldn't hold these old ass men to those standards of like, you know,
to the unfair the
they were
unfair
ridiculous.
standards.
People shouldn't be that fit. Is how fit Arnold was.
Well, Arnold was gigantic.
You couldn't
man.
get any fitter than Arnold.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Sylvester at one point too. That was the thing. You looked at any of the of their era.
Oh my God! Look at the before and after. That's freaking
Jeez.
insanity.
The one on the left doesn't even look real, and probably is real.
No,
know?
that's real.
Yeah,
That looks-
but it looks crazy how
and,
big Arnold.
And now
was.
how he looks, it's like a little. It's just saggy, you know.
But how are you not gonna look saggy compared? He looks 60. He looks his age.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like he's somebody who's, you know, climbed many different mountains. He's been the governor. He doesn't need to work out like a maniac.
That's true.
Ah! Sorry.
I mean, not bad though.
Sylvester.
Still probably
Jean-Claude
stronger
Van
than
Damme
me.
in good shape too.
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme is a madman.
Yeah. Jackie Chan just looking small. I like that, Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan's great.
Jackie Chan's great.
Jackie Chan probably has all of the arthritis, but he also
He probably has the most breaks in his body.
right. But he probably just lives in a cryo chamber.
Yeah, that's true. This is where I sleep. They thaw me in the morning. I wake up at 4 too. They thaw me by 5. You know, he has the same Mark Wahlberg routine, but it's like completely just getting frozen and microwaved throughout the whole day.
You guys know me. Aspire to be better.
Yeah, jeez.
Fucking love Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg is insane.
Speaking of that movie, I really want to watch it. Instant Family. Have you heard?
I've heard good things.
Have you heard the podcast about the director
on which,
for the movie?
On who?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I listened to that. I
Okay.
also the director was on Your Mom's House.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
funny.
All right. So for those people who are not going to listen to all of those other podcasts, the main gist of it is the fact that the movie Instant Family by like Mark Wahlberg and whoever is based on the real life of the director. The director went in and he felt that he was a little late in life and was too late in life for him to get a newborn. So
This is hilarious the way you're explaining it, by the way, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's
So-
like, I'm late to this. I'm just going to get one that's already done, right? Okay.
Right. And so he figured maybe I get one that's like 6 years old, so I feel like I'm 6 years ahead.
Right.
Right. And so
Yeah,
they signed
shortcut over here.
He signed up, and they said he actually was going for a family of 3, and this heartbreaking thing of like the eldest of the 3 siblings said, you know what, we're pretty sure our mom is gonna come back, so
Yeah.
maybe and they turned him down, which is so sad because like, you know, you're already in foster care, so your mom's probably not coming back, but like, you know, she held up hope.
Yeah,
so
that's how you stay alive.
yeah, so she turned the director down, and then they said, well, we have another 3 if you would like, and there's your instant family. Like all of a sudden you have 3 kids. They're all siblings. And so basically the movie is a comedy movie, but also like a movie that gives you a little bit of awareness on adoption and all this other stuff. And now I'm really want to get into it, or watch the movie rather. And it got really good ratings at Rotten Tomatoes. It's like 80% or something.
Yeah. Tom Segura's in it as well.
Tom Segura.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I got some time. You want to watch it?
Hey man, we got December. Let's go do it.
We got December.
Oh man, I'm so happy about the break.
I'm so happy you get a break, man. Feels great.
Really does.
Yeah. December's the right time.
Yeah.
Let's go watch it.
Okay. So yeah, we'll watch it and we'll let you know.
Would you ever adopt?
I don't know. It depends, right?
Yeah.
It depends on the situation. I feel like if, you know, inshallah I get to a place where I make a lot of money. I feel like if you're a little bit more financially stable, you can take on another kid.
You wouldn't replace Sorry. I mean, like, I don't like this one that I had.
Just send that one out and
Yeah,
pick a
you
new
got
one.
another 2-year-old? This one's about 2. No, I mean, like, if you were going to, let's say, have 3,
Yeah.
financial stability would have nothing to do with it because you're not buying a spare. You're not buying anything. I need to watch the movie so I can be more sensitive in terms of how I'm phrasing my words, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can have one of your own and one that's adopted. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so I guess to
or
clarify
expensive is what you're saying.
to clarify my answer,
Yeah.
it depends on what the situation is, right? Because I don't know if I can't have kids, right? So if I can't have kids, then obviously I would like to adopt. But like if I could have kids,
Right.
then I would like to have my kids. But then if I could have kids and I was really well off,
You would adopt.
then it could because maybe you could do some good in the world.
Right. Angelina.
Less white savior,
Okay, how so?
more brown savior.
Yeah, that's the only difference. Like, wait, you just want the same amount of money too. You're like, hey, when it's comfortable for me, I'll create my own Captain Planet team. You know, like my Planeteers, one from everywhere.
Yeah, there it is. That's exactly what it is.
All right,
What about
fun
you?
times.
Answer that. What do you?
Yeah, I like to do 1-on-1.
Yeah, 1-on-1.
I think so.
This reminds me of that Bill Burr bit.
What? Which one?
About adoption.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen it.
What?
Maybe I'll check it out.
Oh my God. All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing those reaction videos. That might be one.
Yeah, we'll. I don't know that one, so it might be a good one. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll cue it up.
Oh,
But yeah, it'd be cool
Mm-hmm.
if I could do 1-on-1 or 2-on-1.
2 and 1.
Like I was gonna say 2 organics, and like I don't know what the right terminology.
Okay, 2 organics and then.
Yeah, I've been like
One.
we've been looking up in terms of like orphanages around the world and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And it's just like, man,
Yeah.
if you can, and then you think about it, and you're like, you're definitely in the best situation in the world.
Yeah.
Even if you're
We are the
here-
1%.
Yeah, even if you're here and not doing extremely well,
Still 1% of the world.
yeah, you're still better. You're doing better than almost everyone. You're doing better than almost everyone without even if you're on like welfare and you're healthy here,
Yeah.
you're still doing better than like 99% of the people out there.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's crazy. So I was like, yeah, I think it makes sense. It's responsible. It's the right thing to do.
Okay. I don't want to. Okay, I'm not gonna ruin the
Hey.
Bill Burr bit. All I'm saying is
Don't
that-
even touch it.
All right, fine.
Don't even touch it. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna do it like
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do a Bill Burr bit. That's fair.
B? Nah.
For those people who do you watch Hot Ones?
I've seen Hot Ones.
Yeah.
I didn't see the recent one. What will happen?
Bill Burr was on it.
Oh, I'd like to watch that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know what? Sometimes people are just want to be people, right? So it's not like they're gonna come in there and they're gonna have like a set,
Yeah.
right?
Sometimes they just want wings.
They're
and
eating
gonna
wings
talk.
and then just talking. But it was still fun.
Nice.
It was still fun.
You watch Bumpin' Mics on Netflix?
No.
This
I
is a
saw
show-
it come up on the.
It's filmed at the cellar, right? So we went the smaller one we went to.
we went to both actually.
Yeah, we went to both. So the one where Aziz was,
Yeah.
and it's Dave Attell and Jeff Ross. They do a bunch of jokes, really making fun of each other in a good way, and then they just have like Michelle Wolf come on for 10 minutes, Hassan Minhaj come on for 10 minutes.
Michelle Wolf.
Michelle Wolf is she did the presidential correspondence dinner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion, possibly right now, she has this bit called Michelle Wolf on babies. Possibly the funniest, my favorite, like 3 minutes right now.
Really?
I'm watching a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
Michelle Wolf is on fire.
Oh, that's
This
amazing.
is
That's awesome.
yeah, this might be the country's hottest comic at this very second is Michelle Wolf. Yeah, definitely. One of the funniest working comics in the country right now would be Michelle Wolf.
Oh man, I have not heard anything about her since that corresponds to.
After this, we'll watch the baby episode.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll love it, man. It's good. It's friggin' good. The girl is funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So they lied.
Who lied?
The president.
Oh, and then what happened? Did he breathe and then lie again when he caught his breath? Like,
And he said that they are changing.
yeah,
They're no longer having a comedian
Mm-hmm.
for the correspondence dinner
right.
because the last one that did it
Yeah.
bombed.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're gonna have like just a regular person.
If anybody ever watches correspondence dinners, they normally bomb because.
Yeah, but she wasn't bombed. She was like,
Did you watch the whole thing, Yasin, or did you just hear people talk about it?
No, I watched just clips of it.
I watched the whole thing, my friend.
Yeah.
Parts of it aren't very funny.
Really?
They really, really aren't.
Okay, well, compared to... I watched the whole thing of Hassan Minhaj.
That one was all right. Watch
Yeah?
Norm Macdonald, watch Jimmy Kimmel.
Right. I
They've
can't
been
watch
doing
Norm.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
too-
If
it's
you
too
want to say
much.
somebody, did you watch Norm?
No.
A lot of people would say Norm bombed.
Yeah, I can't
thought
watch
it was
Norm.
funny.
I can't watch Norm.
No problem.
Because that's the type of humor. It's weird.
He was up there just talking about people.
Yeah.
And I laughed. It was like if Michael Scott was asked to do like, the correspondence. It's just so awkward
Right.
that it's funny.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all right. It's good.
Yeah.
They ask you to do like a whole set on government for half an hour.
Right.
And,
Not easy to do.
I feel like that's Hassan Minhaj's wheelhouse. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm in a room
This is what
doing
I
this
do.
with people
Yeah.
for a living.
Okay, so his was better than Wolf.
Yeah, definitely.
okay, all
I
right,
think Hassan's was better than almost
Anyone that did it?
anybody.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel did a good job, but that's because he's just being charming, and it was like Obama. So like, what's the worst
Yeah.
you're gonna do?
Yeah, that's true.
He's like salam, and it's like it's funny, it's like that kind of stuff. But no, it's yeah, they did lie. They were like, she bombed. She was okay.
Right.
This is what you get. You
This
don't
is what
like
you
people
get.
making fun of you.
Yeah, this is what you get. I don't know why they even did it in the first place. Like, why was that a thing? Because they seem so uptight that it's a weird thing that this is the one
It's true.
like event where like we're just gonna like let like a loose cannon in.
Yeah, we're gonna let somebody roast you for half an hour.
Right.
And that's what I think the idea was, like a good-natured roasting.
Yeah.
And it's always been that. And this time it was really that too. It's not like she went over the top.
It's just weird and gross.
It's normally the president's also there,
Yeah,
so you're talking to them and stuff. So Michelle Wolf, baby, check it out.
baby. Well, we'll check it out right after this.
Right after this.
Oh man. All right.
What else is happening with you?
That's it. I'm just gonna try to be super healthy in December.
I got 3 stand-up spots this week.
Oh,
By the time this comes out, it'll be too late.
yeah. That's too
But
bad.
I
It
got
just
3
goes out
stand-up
next
spots
week.
this week, and I got a show on Sunday. And I like whittled out my set list.
Okay.
So it should be good.
Are you working towards a solid?
This is gonna be like 5 minutes, 5 to 7.
Okay.
I just have to figure out. I know there's a lot of Hispanic people in the crowd.
Okay.
Because 2 of the comics are Hispanic. So I was like, should I have some Hispanic stuff?
I'm
'Cause
getting I'm getting a flashback of you just try like a
start talking Spanish real confidently.
yeah, no, what's his name? Joey Diaz. Just try like a Joey Diaz joke.
Yeah, just memorize one.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
Just throw it out there. All right, listen, you cocksuckers.
Yeah, and then just say one joke in Spanish. I'm like, I got some Spanish stuff. I've never tried it before, but when do you get to try your Spanish stuff?
Right. This is true.
I did
Well,
a-
you lived in a place where you had a lot of
The majority of people were either black or Hispanic.
right. I've hung out with you for a while.
Yeah.
Right? We know each other for like over 10 years.
Yeah.
And there's never been a moment where you were as excited as when you noticed a lady selling mangoes.
Yeah.
With hot.
Dude.
With like, when you saw that, it was like, because in New York, it's me normally going, ooh, let me see this. I'll stop to do this. I'll look at this. And normally you're just like, you're okay.
Yeah.
But you're like, all right, you've
I
seen
saw a
doing his
lady
thing.
with a cooler.
Right? You stopped immediately. We're doing this now.
That felt like home though. Like a lady on the side of the road, on the side of the street, just selling like mangoes with chili from
In
a
a Ziploc
cooler.
bag.
Yeah, that felt like home. I was like, oh, dude, is mom here? But
I feel like you even tipped her.
I feel,
Just like it was so out of character.
yeah, I feel the most comfortable around Mexican people for some reason.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, well, it is but unfortunately, there's none here.
There really isn't.
No, there really aren't. Good people, favorite people in the world.
Yeah, you go to
Mexicans.
Burrito Boys and
They're not even Mexican.
they're not Mexican.
Nah, that must be annoying.
Yeah, right?
Right? If you go to a Mauritian or even an Indian restaurant,
There's no Mauritian wedding.
and there's no
restaurants.
restaurant. But like if people aren't Indian,
Yeah.
like what are you trying to pull? Like what are you doing?
This is true.
Yeah.
However, there are like 1 or 2 guys.
I'll take the 1 and 2 because those guys have the customer service. So we need them.
Yeah.
Right? That's generally what I like. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for this guy.
It's so bad that brown people have such horrible customer service. When I go to Mauritius,
Especially brown men.
yes,
They're the worst. They don't
yeah,
care.
it's like, oh my god, in Mauritius, the service industry
Mm-hmm.
is absolutely
they might as well throw you the food.
shit.
Like here.
It's super bad. And like it's worse because I'm brown and they're brown. So they really don't have much respect for me whatsoever.
No.
And I absolutely hate it, dude.
I also love it. Like, you know what I hate being treated like? A brown guy. Right?
No, because like it's just it's just bad service, right? You come in, you want some. Look, obviously, it's not 100% across the board, and Mauritius people don't get mad at me, but I am saying is that the vast majority, it feels like you're annoying them with
Does it have the concept of tipping afterwards? No, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I find when I travel is that in countries where there's no tipping, I try to tip before.
Yeah.
That's the life hack is try to tip before and they'll be like, oh, you're not brown. You're not from around here.
That's true, but you should hear my Mauritian accent.
Oh, okay.
Right?
It's really like pompous. It's like,
No, it's not pompous.
Bonjour.
No, it's not pompous. It's hella English, bro.
Oh, okay.
I got that Canadian or American money.
I can imagine.
Anyway, but like in the service industry in Mauritius, it's like if you get a brown person, you're going to get, chances are you're going to get an annoyed person. So 90% of the time, you're going to get someone who's annoyed with you. If you get a black person,
There's black people there?
yeah, best service ever. Also, because it's in contrast with the shittiest service ever.
Right.
So, like, it's easy to impress me while I'm there. But the best service. So it's like, what is this, a cultural thing?
Do they treat people differently there? Like how much is that
Mauritians-
casual racism?
Yeah, Mauritians are pretty racist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
and there's very little mixing of, so like you'll never see a group of like Muslim Mauritian men, and then there's like 3 black guys in the mix. Never.
That's not good, man.
Ever. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It is super bad. So like when you go and like, let's say if you're going to play soccer. So a lot of places they rent out like a field,
Right.
right? In a particular time you go and you play soccer. So you have your team and there's another team. All of them are all brown. You will not see a single black person, which really sucks. And a little like, because the thing is like mixing is also more fun. Right.
Jeez. Yeah.
And you can, you know,
get
it's always better to have a mix of people because then it's more fun to hang out with that group. But like, it is like there's a huge. It's almost like an agreed upon thing. Like you guys don't like they don't even talk and things like that. It's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, but there's no like strong. I don't feel like there's a segregation, but perhaps. I mean, in the poorer neighborhoods is where more of the black people live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not great, man. It's not great, but it's also a mentality that on both sides of the thing, right? Because our people too should be a little bit more open to like having just random ass conversations with people. But
there should be
like
some
no one
sports
does
leagues.
that. Yeah, exactly.
That's what in Houston is that we would have like poor areas, most of it. And then you have affluent areas, but like there'd be some areas where they would intersect. And sometimes it would be around sporting events and that kind of stuff.
Because yeah,
Or like church barbecues, like it'll be a poor Baptist church here and a rich Baptist church there, but they'll do a barbecue at a picnic area where everybody gets to
see, that's perfect, man.
Yeah. And you get different races and stuff because they're all like still united by like religion.
Faith, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's that kind of stuff works, but
I think that's cool too because it's not like you're gonna get because you're not gonna get because the rich Baptist church and is not going to be super like proper, and then the poor Baptist church is just going to be a bunch of hooligans. They're still going to be Christians,
right?
Like they're still going to be good. Like so, it's like you're not going to have to go over there and be like, oh man, we're going to go to this party, and it's going to be a bunch of people just whatever.
Yo,
you know,
if you go to like a Baptist church, like they'll just the poor ones just take their shoes off and wave them in the air. They're like it's very, very, very festive.
Okay.
Highly recommend if you can go to a Baptist church on a Sunday.
Okay.
A black one in the South. Highly recommend.
My mom was telling me the story when she had just come to this country. There was a church that was nearby, and it was one of those sing out loud and clap churches.
Yeah.
Is this the same? Is this
Sure.
the same thing?
Yeah.
I don't know, but my mom was like, after a while, she started liking hearing them through the window every Sunday because they sounded so happy.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. They're super into it, man. And they're like music, like it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And then outside is like just barbecue and basketball and like
It's cool because if you go to a church barbecue, you don't even have to ask about it as being halal. Those are Christian people serving you food.
yeah, those are people of the book.
People of the book.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to hit up some Christian barbecues, bro.
Right? You're like, hey, person of the book.
This is what we do. Maybe next summer we just try to see if we can go to as many church
we're not
barbecues.
going to church in the winter. Friggin'.
I'm not gonna go barbecue outside, dude.
Yeah, it's true. I don't even know where they have barbecues, man. That was a southern thing. I don't know what they do up here at churches.
We should find out.
Probably just pray.
No, there has to be a church that does barbecues, and it should be open to anyone.
Yeah.
And we should be able to go in and have some barbecue.
They'll talk to you about Jesus, and they'll be like, "I know,
That's fine. Yeah.
You're like, I know. We got this one too. Yeah, fun times, man.
All right, that's a weird stretch goal.
Yeah.
Okay. Things to look forward to. 23andMe. We got our kits in.
Woo!
Yeah, we
Dude,
got our
being
kits in.
super patient. I'm like that dog with the cheese on its nose right now, not spitting on. I just want to spit all over your basement right now. But we're gonna do an unboxing, talking about how excited we are.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
put
guys.
we'll have another attempt at a vlog. I like making them. I just don't have enough time. So we'll just put that together
And then-
in December.
And then we get the results.
Yeah.
That'll be another vlog.
Yeah. This is gonna be okay.
We should wear costumes.
of what? Of the people that
Of
we
the
are.
things we are. I want to be Persian.
All right,
You
fair
have
enough.
some
So
guesses?
do I have some guesses?
Oh, this is what we should do when we unbox it.
Right.
Have some guesses.
Okay, fair enough.
Have some guesses.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And that'd be fun.
All right. So look forward to that. And we're still trying to track down 2 comedians from that
Yeah.
comedy brawl. Hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, Leonard just today was his is going to be his last show at Absolute,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll call him today and see what's up. He literally did comedy every day this week.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, man, the guy's working hard.
Strike while the iron is hot.
Leonard Chang, people, check him out on Instagram. Funny
Husband
guy.
of Jackie Chan.
Husband of Jackie Chan. It's hilarious.
so good.
Don't ruin his jokes.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
All right.
All right, people. Thank you for hanging in. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Please subscribe. Also, for you Android people out there, I just recently downloaded Castbox. Much better than whatever the frick I was using before. So subscribe there. Also, we get to see how many people subscribed. Oh. So that's kind of cool. I won't
That's
say the
really
number. Just subscribe, damn it.
Yeah, Castbox.
Castbox, yeah. Castbox for Android. That's it. All right, people. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. We love you all. Take care. Good night.